all these games have been going over, DR.
Yeah, I usually don't like overs, so it's not been going very well for me.
It doesn't like overs.
You don't like overs?
Well, I really enjoy overs. I'm making a joke. To the
Heavens.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to an early Thursday morning edition of Fade the Mahoney. We're being pretty consistent once a week now. So we thought we'd do, this is going to be a real quick one. Stick around to the end. We've got a special announcement got a pretty big guest coming on soon. Joined by two gentlemen, Dr. Burbs and the EDonk. Both gentlemen will also not be playing in any games in the NFL this year. Too much betting on the NFL. Dr. Burbs, if you guys remember, many months ago, he correctly predicted the NFL MVP. So since he pays for special Zoom service, I'm gonna give him his shirt right now. There you go, Dr. Burbs.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I got my punter shirt here. I'm gonna punt it off. That's what I like to do, and appreciate that prize. Thanks for passing that to me in the time zone.
How'd you win?
I had a lot of research that I did, and you have people on this show, from what I can tell, that don't do very well in their picks, including myself. And they're not very smart, and they do not know what they're doing. I believe, if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, please. I was the 11th person to pick an MVP candidate, and no one at that time had picked Aaron Rodgers. So I mean, even though the guy's a pile of crap, he's a very good football player. It's kind of like LeBron James. LeBron James is a very good basketball player, but he's a pile of crap the way he handles himself. And that's just what Mahoney's do, though. They can't even pick an obvious MVP candidate. So it was like a layup for me. And that's how I won the punter shirt.
Yeah, we have awful people making picks. The fact that you had Aaron Rodgers left over, comparing him to LeBron James is really disrespectful. But we'll let it slide since you
where did Russell Wilson end up in the race? I had him.
He has still yet to receive an MVP vote in all of his years in the NFL. 0.
I heard he got traded yesterday.
Yeah, you had such a bad influence on him that the team didn't want to keep him after the season was over because you jinxed him so bad.
Did you have the first overall pick, EDonk? Were you the first one to go? I think you were. Russell Wilson.
I thought it was a good pick.
Of course you did.
Just missed.
Dr. Burbs and I we had a official Fade the Mahoney meetup over at the local card room on Sunday. We had a very good turnout. We had Franco Lucas Harris, we had Leo the Legend, we had Dealer Dan, we had A-Hole Andy, and we had a surprise appearance from a character from the show we've talked about before. Father Phil showed up. No one saw it coming. It wasn't announced. He shook some hands. He signed some autographs. It was amazing. So thanks for showing up, Father Phil.
Did he come in his get up?
No, he was incognito. He doesn't need that kind of heat. Quick shout out to Czech Race Charles. Thanks for coming on last week, buddy. That was a good show. Oh damn. EDonk, do you have that thing you sent me about LeBron? We got to do our normal LeBron thing. I think I might have it here. Yeah, I found it. This isn't even a LeBron James tweet. That's only on my phone. LeBron James will open the LeBron James Museum in Akron. Exhibits include his high school and NBA careers, business, and philanthropic something or other. So
I mean, most of the time, like when you're the president of the United States, you get like a library in your name, or you get like something like that in your name, like but it's surely not appointed by yourself. That would be that'd be massive douchery.
If you had one guess of which athlete would erect a museum to himself, I think pretty much everybody in the world would pick LeBron James. Way to stay on brand, buddy.
He does get erect by himself, I'm sure. He loves himself.
Dr. Burbs, people love your stories. We are going to keep this quick. We're going to do some picks in a second, but you got a quick one you can share with us?
Are you looking for like a DGen story?
Yeah, DGen story, betting, Gino, something.
I'll go back to my early days where it all began. It's never been good, but it was really bad. I was in Indiana University undergrad student, lived in a location called the Varsity Villas, and we were near the IU football stadium. And I had a very large wager on the Denver Broncos against the Chiefs. I believe Montana was on the Chiefs at the time. I think it was a sophomore in college. I had an $800 bet on the Broncos, and I had $500 in my account. Definitely was betting beyond my means, believe it or not. And if I lost, I was going to have to figure out a way to pay. And one of the gentlemen that was watching the game decided to say that there's no way you're going to lose this game. If you lose it, I will pay half of your bet. And he said, but if you lose, you have to run around the stadium. I don't know why that was the deal. So it lost. Believe it or not, the team came back. I did a long run around the stadium. I wasn't in the best shape, kind of like now, and that was not good for me. But I was able to pay the debt, and that kind of kicked off my sports betting career, and it's been downhill ever since. Very, very sad that that got me going, but I thought maybe at some point I'd win, and it doesn't happen very often.
So
And
you got a roommate to take half of your action only if it lost?
yeah, there might have been some agreement. He was going to get part of what I won also. I think maybe a smaller part if he won. I don't remember the exact details. I just remember we lost and he paid half and I had to run around the stadium. And
right.
I'm still betting today.
Well, it's hard to live without betting. All right, we're going to do just a real quick contest. Lots of college basketball today. I've got 6 games here. I thought we'd just go back and forth and you guys put a star value on it, bet $100 per star. Cool?
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
Absolutely.
You're the road team, DR, call it in the air.
Ahead.
Heads it is. All right, you get the first game.
Wait, let me see it.
Oh, you want me to do it again? Call it again.
Heads.
Shit, twice in a row. Heads. All right.
Well, let me see it.
It's really small here. Okay. Indiana. We just spoke about the Indiana Hoosiers. They're playing EDonk's favorite team and coach, Michigan. Michigan's favored by 2. What do you got there, DR?
I'm going to go Michigan there. Indiana's been very inconsistent. They still have some injuries to some key players. I think the team rallies around Juwan Howard's return. And
he was just protecting himself.
He was just protecting himself against a small, overweight, old white man. Yes, he had to protect himself.
All right, how many stars on Michigan?
Yeah, I'm going to go 4 stars on Michigan.
All right, 4 stars.
400, huh?
Yeah, 400 on the line there. All right, EDonk. Michigan State against Maryland. They were just favored by 6 over the weekend, I think. Shout out Lucas Franco Harris. Tomorrow or on Thursday, they're favored by 3 against Maryland. What do you got?
Yeah, I think Maryland's going to make some adjustments and come back and cover. They made a valiant effort in the second half but they really couldn't overcome the I think it was like 17-2 or 17-3 to open the game. Something fucking ridiculous.
All right, you're on Maryland. How many stars?
3.
3 stars. Okay. DR, Dr. Burbs, Duke and Syracuse. Duke by 13.
Duke is gonna take care of Syracuse. Boeheim's kid punched another player today. I don't think he's gonna be allowed to play. That hasn't been announced yet. But I'll go Duke. I'll try to get on that line before it moves. I'll give a side play there, a bonus play. That's Duke 4 stars, and then I'll give you 2 stars on the over.
Okay. Bonus play, everybody. EDonk, you want to book that extra 2-star for on the over for more?
Okay,
Okay.
I
All right.
guess.
3 games down, 3 to go.
I mean, how often if you bet 100 times on over unders, like what do you think that the number of times you would sincerely like the under out of 100?
Are you asking me personally?
Yeah,
I take unders about 10% of the time.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
20. I was gonna say 20%, but 10% is probably
10 to
more like-
15% of the time I'll go under 80 to 90%. I'm gonna go over.
EDonk, life is too short, right?
yeah, yeah. Betting under just never seems good.
No.
Well, you know why, right? When you bet the over, you always have a chance because but if you
Right.
bet the under, you could be done mid-game.
Yep.
Because you can go into 7 overtimes and you can win it like that Houston Baptist game, you know?
All right.
Yeah, like 147 to 142. You had the under in that game though.
Yeah.
That was the one under in the whole week you picked.
Probably.
EDonk, let's do Iowa State, Texas Tech. Texas Tech favored by 8.5.
Well, I think we'll go Iowa State here. I think we'll go Iowa State. We'll take the points.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's March, right? It's March. They're going to be competitive. It's going to be close.
That's a winner. That is a winner. It's March.
How many stars on the fact that we got the correct month?
I mean, is it not March?
It is March. So how many stars?
3.5.
3.5.
Don't
Hope we're really tapping into Lucas tomorrow. If he's there at the G, you got to get some picks from him because we're starting. This is tourney time now.
He gave me one bullshit play out of all the fucking college games there were today and yesterday. He gave me one bullshit play and the NBA.
How is that possible?
He's probably got a subscriber line now, and he's not going to give it to you for free. All right, who are we on? DR, Oklahoma, and Baylor. Baylor's favored by 8.
Yeah, we're definitely going to take we're going to take Oklahoma there. Baylor's waiting for the real deal NCAA tournament. Oklahoma is going to play some defense with the former Loyola coach there. And as EDonk said, it is March. And so that's why we're going with Oklahoma.
And how many?
Porter's going to have those boys playing.
Yeah, 2 stars on Porter.
2 stars. All right, last one, EDonk, Marquette and Creighton. I got Marquette favored by 3.
Wow. Marquette's favorite, huh?
God, I hope so. That's what I have written down.
All right. Well, I guess
that means you're taking Creighton.
I don't know. I think Creighton's one of those teams that really comes to play in March. And I think, with their coaching, with their, just overall rich school history, I think there's no doubt. I think you might want to take the money line here, especially if it's only 3.5, right?
Yeah, I got 3 points here.
Oh, 3.
Yep. All right. So the Creighton
One
what are they, the
possession.
Blue Jays. Creighton Blue Jays, I think. How many stars?
We'll go the spread for 4,
Okay.
and then we're going to sprinkle the money line for 3.
All right. You guys offline have to figure out how you're going to handle the extra money on the money line. But I think you're obligated to book that DR since he took your bonus over on the Duke game. So what do we got here? 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 22.5 stars we have wagered. So a lot of money on the line here. So gives everybody something to look forward to. Hopefully you can watch this early enough on Thursday money to I mean, without a doubt, you have to fade Iowa State.
Do you have any early picks for the champion?
Yeah, why don't we do that? Each of you give me your the one team you think will win it all.
Go ahead, EDonk. You can start it off.
One pick.
Yeah, I'm a huge Duke fan, so we're just gonna go Duke. I'd love to see them get a win.
Yeah, 12-1. They're so likable, so easy to root for. 12-1.
Yeah.
What do you got, DR?
Coach K, so pleasant. He's such a
Yeah,
pleasant
great
guy.
dude. Such a
Wow.
genuine person.
Yeah, no, yeah, he is.
You don't think so?
Hangs out with LeBron all the time.
Yeah.
You think that's an act?
Oh my God. Nobody likes it. You're the one.
You think that's an act though?
Which part? The one where he acts like an asshole to everybody? No, I think that one's his real self.
When does he act like an asshole?
I don't know. Whenever he's on the sideline, whenever he has a microphone in his face, whenever you see him in public.
Wow.
Dr. Burbs?
I'm going to come with a little bit of a dark horse, and people aren't going to see this one coming. I'm going to call the championship game. I'm going to call the championship game is Arizona against Gonzaga, and Arizona wins the national championship.
Wow, you're taking the two highest ranked teams and putting them in the championship.
Yeah,
wow.
Can you believe it? Can you believe that?
Wow.
Can you believe it?
On the game, over or under?
That game's probably going to go over.
Okay, shocking. All right, those are some picks and some bonus picks.
What if the line was 176? Still over?
Over.
Yeah, definitely.
You can get an overtime or two. All right. Special announcement. Including today, we're on a very nice run of guests over the past several weeks on the show, and we're going to keep it going within the next week. Over the weekend, I'm almost certainly EDonk and I are going to sit down with Ryan Feldman from Hustler Casino Live. We're going to talk LA poker and about the show and everything HCL. So that will be pretty darn cool. Appreciate Ryan agreeing to come on. There's a dog wagging a tail in the background there. And real quick, that's all I've got for the show. EDonk wanted to say a special goodbye to somebody before we wished everybody good gambling. What do you got, EDonk?
Yeah, a poker room legend by the name of Superfly passed away this morning. So, my condolences to his family, and
hug your loved ones, everybody.
It's always tough to see someone go. So, yeah, his favorite line was "Thanks for the chippies."
Thanks for the chippies. Spent a lot of time with
We'll
Superfly. It's nice to know you, buddy.
Thanks for the chippies.
All right.
Super.
Say goodbye, everybody. Good gambling.
Deuces.
Dude.